Well, hello everybody. This is your new host, Patrick Mahomes here, showing you some bath bombs. And today's sort of perspective, we're gonna do is a little breaking, yeah.
Oh my god, what a chaotic way to start.
Now can I just use some bath bombs? Yeah,
Oh my
dude.
god. Thank you for the 24 months, 2 years sub. Good
As soon as I
lord.
saw that, I knew I had to do something. So
That's crazy.
that's just my impression of Patrick Mahomes. That's a little skit I kind of thought of for a future episode. I might do that. It's another point, but I just wanted to do it now.
Oh my
But yeah, welcome back to Sunny
god.
Perspective, everybody. Doing things a little bit differently. Our host Dragon is actually our guest today, and also with me. Also, you heard Patrick Mahomes, but also with me I have Punky too.
That's me. Hi, everybody.
That's right. Hello, everybody, and today doing something a little differently. Dragon, he is our guest today.
Hi y'all. This is weird. I'm usually hosting this. This is so weird. I'm not used to this.
Hey Patrick, how do you feel about the episode? Oh, dude, I feel so good. Enough, man. It's enough. Okay, Patrick. All right. Save it for the future episode I was talking about, because I know you're excited for that one.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
dude. All right. Anyways.
Oh boy. Chaos. Utter chaos the second we start. I love it.
That's great.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
I've been working on my Patrick Mahomes impression.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Sunday Perspective episode where it's all chaos all day, every day.
Yeah.
But that's okay though.
Yep.
Alright. So what's up?
Oh, I'm actually watching real life Patrick Mahomes right now, but yeah.
I was gonna say, Telly, since you started it off, did you want to start it off with the first question?
Oh god.
Yeah, so what we're doing is asking Dragon a series of questions right here in regards to the interview. So interviews about our project you might have heard us talking about with our friends Inclusive Theater. Basically talking about our upcoming project here, about the Voices of Pakistani, it was called, right?
Yeah, it's called Echoes of a Faraway
that's it.
Land, Voices of Pakistani People in America,
So yeah, basically just gonna be people just reading monologues, telling their stories, basically.
basically.
So my questions are kind of in order, but not really. So number one, I feel like this is a good one. So how did you come up with the idea for the project?
So, oh wow.
Oh yeah, I got a few good ones there.
So ever since I've come from Pakistan and I've lived here, yeah, I've seen in the media the portrayal of Pakistani people, South Asians, and just people of my background in general, and it's either negative or non-existent.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, when they hear Pakistani, when they hear people from that part of the world, they always go to like a certain kind of generalization, which is like, I guess, natural when you don't know about a certain thing. However, it's inexcusable. Natural, but inexcusable. So through this project, my thing was, kind of closing the gap that Americans have about Pakistani people, about people from my country, and just familiarizing the people, at least in this city, to who we are, what are our stories, what are some of the things that we've went through as immigrants, as Pakistani immigrants, living here, some of the racial elements of it, some of the cultural elements, cultural shock, and just the differences, just having to deal with that. So really it's just highlighting that, and highlighting that, look, these are the things that we have kind of went through as a culture, as a people in the United States, and it's not always been bad, but it's good, the bad, and sometimes even, unfortunately, the ugly, because it just how it kind of ended up being. Even me, like, even I've experienced that. So for me, it was very much like elevating the voices of Pakistani Americans and being like, look, there's not enough representation. So let me give average Pakistani American a voice.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I was, going with that particular situation.
Yeah. Like kind of inclusivity and diversity. Like
Right.
things we kind of picked up from being with inclusive.
Right, because I feel like we're made to feel so different from the rest of the culture that you almost feel like you're being left out. Like it's FOMO, except it's very real FOMO. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello, Flango, and thank you for the hydrate.
Hey, Flango.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like.
So I'll get that hydrate going.
Yeah, I don't have water right now, but that's okay. I have a little bit. So it's just that wanting to close the gap, wanting to elevate Pakistani voices, and in a way also tell my own story, because through this project, I'm telling my own story too.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a story. A lot of people telling their stories, perspectives, and everything. Like, kind of like the podcast too. Like people are telling their perspective of things.
And I'm not gonna lie, some of the people who are telling these stories are like completely unexpected.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like the guests you got for it?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
it's just nice to see that, like people.
Oh yeah.
People kind of coming out of their comfort zone to talk about something like that, because it's that important, because they want people to hear it that much. It's important for me as a Pakistani American, as somebody who has a media presence, to give that avenue. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer for that.
Yeah, along the same line, like what are your long-term, what are the long-term effects you think that this could have on people and the way they view?
Yeah, it's a good question.
I will say this before we continue. Punky, your voice is a little bit lower. I can't really hear you.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, I heard her pretty well.
Now I did.
All right, I think I'm just not close enough to the mic.
Potentially. All right. So when you're ready, say that for me one more time.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. How's it going today, Flango? Hope you're doing well.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Much
Okay.
better.
All right. My question was, it's along the same vein as what are you hoping the long-term effects this will have on people and the way that they view,
So
their neighbors that are from Pakistan, or friends, or
Yeah.
So a lot of it is, that thing of perception of, cultural melting, of people basically understanding who we are and not attacking or, belittling or calling us names based
stereotypes.
upon stereotyping us based upon, the perceptions that they may have from an outside source, not from an authentic source. So like a lot of it for me is breaking that perception and closing the gap that we have, that native born Americans, not even Pakistani descent Americans, just like Americans, like Caucasian Americans, for example. Caucasian Americans, Black Americans, people who don't have that background, kind of helping them understand, look, this is where we come from, this is who we are. In some cases, actually, I should say, people understand because often they come from the same type of, the background is different, but the life path is the same. However, my hopes my demographic is not those people because they already know what it's about.
Yeah.
My demographic is for people who ask the questions like, well, who are you?
Yeah.
What, why shouldn't I treat you any differently? Like stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that I've heard said in many ways. Some I can say here, some I can't say here.
Yeah.
So it's just closing that gap. It's a bit of a teaching moment, but it's also mainly a way for authentic Pakistanis who have traveled here to tell their story, to be like, look, this is the life I lived. This is what we kind of went through. I hope you learned something out of it. I hope you understand my message and that we're not what everybody else says we are. We're not how the media portrays us. We're real cool. We have a rich culture.
Yeah.
We have a rich history. We have a wonderful language that we carry with us. So it's kind of breaking down those barriers one step at a time.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Good that you're doing good, Flingo. We're just doing our interview with Dragon about our podcast right here.
Yeah.
Just went over one question. So I have one right here. I think you kind of answered it right here.
Yeah.
Well, I said like a lot I put was like, what is the goal of the project? I think you pretty much answered that, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pick a new question then.
And chat, you already know. If you have any questions, let me know.
You answered. What do you hope to learn out of this, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, because that's the question I have. What do you hope to learn out of this experience?
Honestly, I hope to. What's that?
I had that question too.
Okay. Oh, you did? Okay.
So, dinner, baby, to take sup me out.
Yes. There he is, Kirk.
Kirk.
So we are. I'll see if my girlfriend can join in chat. Bet. Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
So, because we're talking about me, I'll cook you dinner tonight. How about that, Kirk? We won't go out anywhere. We'll just have dinner at home.
What are we having?
We'll have some rice, and I'll look up I make awesome brownies, but I'll make like rice and like a homemade chicken type. I'll learn how to make chicken, and we're gonna do it. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go. Okay.
I like both kind of brownies.
Yeah. Yeah. Home cooked meal. I'm like so Punky, your voice is low again.
Kirk likes that idea.
That's weird.
Maybe yeah. Your mic, when you face it, that's when it gets better. So maybe move your mic in front of you, directly in front of you. Also, for anybody just coming in,
Better?
Yeah, a little better.
All
Yep. So yeah, they're interviewing me. Anyway, so.
Oh, that's true, Flingo. We can't forget the drinks. Flingo.
That's true.
What are we drinking here? Me and Steven can provide us. Me and Steven can provide a drink.
We'll have. You know what? We'll have Kashmiri chai. So it is like this sweet, pink sweet tea. It's like a milk tea, but it's pink. It's really good. If you've had Kashmiri chai, it's just the best. Just the best. All right. So, restate your question because I already forgot.
Me too. What do you hope to learn out of this experience?
I feel like I want to learn a little bit more about my own culture because I don't want to feel like I'm detaching myself, But more than that, I want to learn about, maybe some of the things that I haven't experienced because I've experienced some stuff growing up in Pakistan and then moving to a new country and experiencing that cultural shock. Yeah. I want to know what that cultural shock was like for people who lived like back.
That's a good question.
Back in the 90s.
Good response.
Back in the 90s, how was it different? Like when technology wasn't around, was it just as rampant?
Yeah.
Because with the introduction of technology, bullying, racism, all that
Yeah.
stuff got much
Yeah.
worse.
In social media and like things like that too. Yeah.
Much worse. So my thing is like, you know, just like this podcast, learning something new,
Yeah.
gaining perspective, gaining knowledge, and kind of, you know, sure, I'm hosting it, but like learning something new out of it, you know, kind of finding reasons that will surprise my own self,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because like learning never stops, you know. So hey, maybe
Yeah.
I'll learn something
Yeah.
about myself that I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. I mean, I'd say we all learned something about ourselves through the past 3 years when we started like theater stuff. We all learned something about each other. I feel like.
Right.
So I feel like this will be no different.
Right. I will say this for everybody who's listening. Once again, if you guys can ask questions of me too, because they're interviewing me, which is great. Yeah, that's it. All right, continue, hosts. Continue.
I'm gonna mark off questions I did already. Never done that before, but I think I'm gonna start now. So I want to make sure I get these.
Also, if you want to ask difficult questions, go right ahead.
Okay.
I will answer basically everything.
All right.
I was just gonna ask because I don't know how much your followers, your chat knows about this project and what it's about. So I figured maybe you could give them a little
Yeah, good
rundown
idea.
of what exactly we're doing with it.
Right. So, do you want me to tell the full story, like how the process happened and whatnot?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want. I think I know it. Yeah.
So, Amy Levesque of the Inclusive Theater.
Yeah.
Good lord. By the way, speaking of them, if they want to come and join, they should, because this is all relevant to them as well. So Telly, message them if they want to. Anyway.
Okay. Looks like the Chiefs and Bengals are about to go to overtime.
Oh my God, it's getting crazy.
It's crazy. I'm interviewing you and watching this at the same time. This is getting good.
It's great. So Amy Levesque, the CEO of Inclusive Theater, had, why does this Discord never work? Oh my God. Anyway, had sent me this grant. She was like, look, there's this grant that I want you to apply to because I think you would really do really well in it, because your background, the way you work, can work with this. We should apply it, see what happens. It'll be cool. So I did, and when I was thinking about what exactly I wanted to do, of course I immediately thought of my background. I was like, I'm Pakistani, I'm an American, and people don't understand our culture. They don't understand in some situations, because some people do. You know, they don't understand our culture. They don't understand our lifestyle. They don't understand who we are. So let me tell that story. Let me be like, here's authentic Pakistani Americans their account coming straight from them. And so I applied, and I got it, which was great. Which was amazing. And
that's kind of my next question. Like, what was your reaction? You just answered it right there.
Right. I'll get more in depth on that a little bit later. But
okay, I'll ask again then.
But the way that I've presented this is the easiest way for, you know, people who have no acting background to, you know, that's the easiest way for them, is monologues. It's just straight up, hey, let's sit together like it's a writing group, and let's tell our story to a live audience. You know, and it's the way I honestly feel like it just if I could just reach more people, talk to more people about it, um this could go mega. This could be really big because it's a really interesting topic.
Mhm.
It's a very intriguing
Yeah,
topic.
it is.
And
Yeah,
and Punky, the flyers that you're putting up will definitely help with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been putting them up a lot.
Right.
Oh,
So
nice. There we go. Did you put
so
one up at Brian's bar?
They aren't putting stuff up anymore.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say that's a perfect place to do
Yeah.
it. Because
I
there's always
know,
flyers there.
you know,
Yeah.
got a
it-
calendar up on it now, so it's
Oh. Oh well.
it sucks. But I
it's
did a lot of places on Main Street.
That's good.
ooh, very
There we go.
nice. Very nice.
Ooh. Ooh.
so-
We got a good question from Kirk after when you're done.
Okay, sounds good. It's just, that's the setup that I kind of had going on, and I wanted that audience to be captivated by what they're listening to. I wanted them to go home because they and take away what they've learned. Take away
Yeah.
take something that they've learned. Like I know somebody who I will not say for surprise, because it's a surprise, who never does theater, who never writes, who never even you wouldn't think that this person would write,
Yeah.
much less for theater. This person wrote 40 pages about this topic. 40
Oh.
pages.
I have an idea who it could be, but like
Yeah.
that's cool.
Incredible.
Y'all
Wow.
already know who it is, but I'm not gonna say it.
I think I know, but
because
yeah.
it's a surprise.
Yeah.
They literally have to condense it down now.
That's
That's
crazy.
incredible.
They wrote so much, which
Oh,
which,
Aw.
I
which-
think they're ready for this. Yeah.
which tells me there is like a seed of like wanting to tell that story. Be like,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah,
this
like
is
passionate
me.
with it.
This is what you don't understand. This is what you know, and this is what you don't understand. Take it as you will.
Yeah.
Like straight up. And the fact that 40 pages came out of that means that
That's crazy.
there's so much that people want, Pakistani Americans want to say, but just don't have, or just don't don't have the right avenue. I don't
Yeah.
want to say don't have an avenue because they probably have an avenue.
Yeah.
but
I was
they
gonna say like
probably
don't
just
have the right outlet for it.
right outlet for
Yeah.
it. Right.
Yeah.
Because how do you even start that kind of conversation when the
Yeah.
other person may not want to listen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that there's a lot of people these days that just are content to not understand other cultures,
Yeah.
Right.
And to just stay in their own little bubble and, the people that they know and not try to open their minds. But
Right.
that's one thing I'm hoping for too, is that
Yeah.
people will listen, like
Yeah.
you guys are incredible people and there are just so many misconceptions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
And
It's
unfortunate.
breaking those misconceptions that is the important bit, and just saying, hey, look, it was wonderful, but it was difficult for us to come here too because of all
yeah.
these misconceptions.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, it's a great place to be, but it's
Yeah.
also a little bit difficult.
That was actually one of my other questions was, the transition.
Yeah.
For you, going from living in Pakistan to living in America. And you're...
So, I do want to answer Kirk's question though.
Yeah.
before-
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot he had a question.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good question right there, Kirk.
Any regrets in life? What would I do differently? If I known that, in that the way that things went in my high school before I came here, I would have never wanted to go to that high school.
Yeah.
Because of who I am. Also, the friends that I had in Pakistan, if I had known any better, I would have dumped all of them. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's it. That's my only
Yeah.
thing, is not is feeling like the feeling of the fear of being left out made me feel like I couldn't pick better friends.
Yeah.
And I don't get that feeling anymore because I can confidently say that.
Yeah.
Chiefs won.
Yeah, Chiefs just won in under 8 seconds. That was crazy.
Well, that's such a Chiefs way to win.
Yeah. That's what you
Man.
get, Eli Apple. That's what you get.
Well, let's not talk about him.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that now.
Let's not talk about him. Okay. So, yeah, this question is like, because I'm trying to stay on topic, but it's a heavy question.
It is, yeah. It's a good question, Kirk.
Feeling like you gotta hold on to the friendships when it would better and healthier for you to let them go. I feel like we all run into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
part of growing up was learning that, was like, hey, if you are in a toxic friendship, dump it.
Right.
And
Definitely.
and I still to some degree struggle with my confidence as a result of that, because my confidence is completely, to a certain degree, shattered. So streaming, podcasting, hanging out with you guys, these are all things that I do that help me, and also I meet wonderful people along the way.
Yeah.
Like that, all that past stuff has been repaired solely because of Punky, Telly,
Oh.
and a couple of others.
Yeah.
All that terrible thing, which I don't want to get too deep into because I will start crying on my stream, and I don't want to talk about that. Oh, I didn't think it would get this heavy. Oh, whew. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
We're fine. But yeah, it's just a process. Exactly, you find better pieces to fill the gaps. And Punky,
Yeah,
Telly,
that's right.
Punky, Telly, Flango, Kirk, Kit Kat, those are all wonderful pieces.
Yeah.
Wonderful pieces. Cry. No,
Cry.
absolutely not. No, no, please no. We want tears break. No.
Oh,
Stop it.
Telly, you're putting stuff in the chat. You're right here.
You can just
good
say
point.
it.
You can just say it. I mean, you just open your mouth and say, what was it? Break.
Yes,
Now.
break him. Break him.
Do it.
Wait. Hey, yes, Kirk. Yes, Kirk. Somebody said noodles. Yeah, it was me. I said it. I said noodles. I said it.
Noodles.
Noodles. I said it.
Noodles. Oh my god.
That's code name for something.
No noodles. Not today.
Noodle.
Oh my god. No, it's not happening. Anyway, let's move on before noodles happen. Before noodles happen.
So I guess maybe back to what I was saying about your transition from moving from Pakistan to America. And if it gets too deep, you can always just
It was
doesn't have to.
It's crazy. I love how youth works, because it's when you have a perception of a country where it's that tower, that beacon at the top of the hill, you're left in wonder. My sister came here and got me this thing in 2005. I've had this thing since
Oh, yeah.
2005.
I remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
For our Spotify listeners, this is a Simba toy that I've had since 2005, and it used to have longer hair, but I, being me, kid, cut off the
Got it.
cut off the hair, of course, thinking that it will grow back.
Yep. I did the same. Never did.
So that, in some ways, that perception was good, but it was also bad. Because I, not only Pakistani, but also the faith that I followed. So that became a subject of many jokes when I first came here. Many jokes. Oh, I bet you have a towel. I bet.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you have this. I bet you are that. The worst. I've heard some terrible things, some very terrible things. So a kid, a 12-year-old kid hearing that,
that's awful,
is just awful. But the nice thing is that Americans showed their beautiful side as well. They showed their capacity for love. They showed their capacity for friendship, regardless of this ugly side that I was completely blindsided by. It was so difficult, but it wasn't impossible.
Yeah.
I felt in the school that I came to before I came to you guys. That's where it was the worst. But before that, I was preparing myself for it, but it wasn't terrible. Like, there was still protection. There was still a lot of me asking, hey, what's this? Hey, what's that? Hey, this is weird. Why do you guys do things this way? Why do you guys do things that way? I asked a lot of questions. And the people that I was friends with in that first American school answered all those questions. They were like, hey, look, they would, of course, they were kids too. They would laugh it off because they would like, you don't know what this is? This is so simple. But then they would break it down for me. They'd be like, okay, look, this is what this is. And hey, look, this is football. And these are the Chicago Bears. Yes, my first team was the Chicago Bears. This is football. This is what our culture is. This is what dating is. This is what this is. This is what that is. And they broke it down fully for me.
Yeah.
So I felt ready. For the storm that would come in that high school. But yeah, so it was hard. So long story short, because this was just a really long story, long story short, adjusting was about as difficult as you can expect to be in a new country. Heavy, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Oh, no, it's okay.
My first experience, an American experience, came on an airplane. I will never forget this woman's name. She was an editor for Scholastic. And
oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
wow.
I was sitting on that American Airlines flight in an aisle seat. And I was in Abu Dhabi. From Abu Dhabi to New York, I talked to her the whole way. And she also taught me about culture. I told her I was writing a book, which she fully entertained. And this was all the way back in 2009, and this is something that stands out to me. It was great. It was such a wonderful experience. Like, to have the first American experience, have it in that way, and have it such a positive experience
That's great.
was great.
Mhm.
Was
I'm
great.
glad that you had that.
Yeah, I guess it softened the blow from the things that were going to come later on. Yeah. Heavy answer.
I just heard my sneeze on the stream. I tried to mute myself, but I couldn't make it in time.
We're getting real heavy in here, chat, today.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So I actually have to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try to come up with I'll find a question while you're gone. Or do we want to use this for a BRB or anything like that? Like,
Would you want to take a 5-minute break?
Yeah, sure.
Or, okay.
All right, chat. Listen up to music. We're gonna gather our thoughts, collect ourselves, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I just realized something. Keep it going because in editing it's gonna be weird. So
okay, you're right. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll find something good. Okay, I think we answered this one already.
Yeah.
Well, I have a good one I want to say for the end.
Okay. Chat, if you have any questions, let me
know. So this is actually a good one. What advice do you have for a person who's looking to? What advice do you have for a writer or someone who's looking to create a show? So like someone who's looking to create like a show or like do what you're doing or just start writing. What advice you got for that?
Be kind to yourself, because there's a lot of times in creative writing, in artistry, in stuff like this, is they say you're your own critic, you're your biggest critic. So it's important for you to be absolutely hi Johnny.
She's taking Punky's.
Do you have the Punky's cat?
I wish I could.
In camera.
Wish I could clip this.
Yeah, I mean you can.
I'll try it on my phone.
Somebody clip that. So, just be kind to yourself, be patient with your process, and allow yourself to write bad. You know what? Like, you're not going to become a good writer unless you write a few bad ones, a few cheesy ones, a few cringe ones. So allow yourself to go through that development and growth. Allow yourself to, trust your own process, your own vision. And the way I see it, the best stories, you write about things that you're the most passionate about,
Mm-hmm.
Because if you write about a random topic that you're not really fully sold on,
and it won't come out in the way it won't come out good.
It won't come out genuine. It won't come out like you, as if you enjoyed writing it.
Yeah.
For me, I like sci-fi, so those are the things that I wrote my books on.
Yeah.
My 2 books, one of them is published, the other one isn't. But yeah, just trust your own process. Trust yourself that you'll be fine as an artist, that you'll write well, but also be patient with yourself and allow yourself to grow. So those are kind of my 3 key points with that.
Okay, yeah, that's a good answer.
If you have any non-list questions that kind of will come up without...
Yeah, that happens to me a lot usually, yeah.
Yeah. So ask those during this time.
If I come up with any, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's basically a good answer right there. Just kind of be true to yourself, really. Don't be someone you're not. Just write what you want to write, I'd say.
Right.
It's a good way to describe it there. Well, there's a general question right here. Well, actually, Punky's back.
Hi, Punky.
See if she has any. She can answer the next one.
Yeah, if she wants to ask the next one, she'll ask the next one. Oh yeah. Hi.
I think she's still muted.
You muted.
Muted. Mute.
I knew it.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, I just asked a question right here. It was what advice you'd have for like a new like writer or person looking on a show. So basically, it was like just be yourself, right?
Yeah. Be
Okay.
yourself.
And
Trust your vision, and be patient with yourself, and allow
Right.
yourself to grow.
mhm.
So,
All right, yeah.
Kind
Do you
of
have a question too, Funky?
I was gonna say, cause along the lines of as far as informing the listeners of what this is about, what kind of stories are you hoping to hear? Like, not just, I mean, like the stories themselves, but like the people telling them, like, cause people from Pakistan, but
Yeah.
maybe also people that are descended from Pakistan, or maybe
Yes.
someone
Yeah.
that knows someone.
So direct. You have to be directly Pakistani,
Mhm.
because if you know somebody who's Pakistani, you can't do their story justice.
That's true.
You just can't. So you have to be either a Pakistani directly or of Pakistani descent. So because then you've lived that life. You
Yeah.
know what it's like. That's the point, we're trying to make, because if it's from a third person, you're trying to tell a story without an experience, without
Yeah.
without context that you don't have. So you could say the apple is red.
Yeah.
You could mean to say the apple is red, but you could end up saying the apple is auburn or maroon. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could just come out differently. It could be contextualized differently. So definitely important to tell the stories of the people who have gone through that experience, but also more importantly have not had the avenue to share that experience, whether because a lot of, even I know somebody like this, like a lot of people, some I should say, some of these people don't know English. They can't
Yeah.
speak fluent English. They can't understand
That's
English.
where another question was too.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Part of that is, giving them the avenue, giving them the tools for success, even despite that situation. Yep. I'm gonna let you guys ask that question, so I won't over answer everything.
Oh no, it's okay. All right. So Funky just had one here. Let's see what I got. I have a couple good ones, but I have a little small one right here.
Yeah.
I have a good one. Actually, I have a very good one to end with. They both go hand in hand right here. Let's actually. Here's a good one. Do you think this project will inspire people to write?
I mean, that's the
Like
hope.
this could be, yeah, that's a hope. Like it could be anyone who's an actor in it, like a cast, or even like an audience member too.
That's the hope, because Pakistani people, like, they don't express themselves creatively like that.
Yeah.
They don't. That's just a fact. Like, you've got singers, actors, but like only a few of them have ever go that route. It's such a cultural taboo, which is annoying, but it's such a cultural taboo to get into the arts. It's like, well, it's an avenue for you to tell a story. It doesn't have to feel like acting. There's other ways to story tell.
Yeah.
That can
That's
still
true.
be theater, but not necessarily an act per se.
Yeah.
It's, my hope is, I hope this will inspire people to write, because if people if there's Pakistani people in the audience, they're gonna look at that. They're gonna be like, "Well, I want to tell my story. Can I? How can I do this?" If that becomes a thing, I might have to launch a proper theater company for Pakistani people. I might have to.
Something we thought about a few times. We've mentioned.
Which I've already have a name for that thing if it does happen. But like my in my oh my god. See, even I have trouble with English. Like I speak, my first language is Urdu. Even I sometimes have trouble with stuttering and like words in English. So anyway,
Flango's got you covered.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Flango. So my thing is, somebody sees that and they get inspired by it, and they can tell and they feel the confidence seeing these people in the same boat who don't normally do this kind of thing. Seeing those type of people come up and frankly tell their story in Urdu, in English, you know, keeping it bilingual for their comfort, you know, and just being like, look, I have a story to tell. Where can I do this? Where can I do this? Something like that. That's my hope. Is it puts that seed of creativity, it puts that seed of inspiration, but also it puts the desire of expanding our culture, of showing America, our culture, our language, our food, our way of life to other people, to the people that don't understand, to the people that are ignorant to it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it right there. It's a good response for that question.
Yeah.
Like reaching out to various people right there.
Right.
Like this is what that's like a big thing to achieve. What that you want to achieve with it right there. Always want to inspire people.
Right.
Do you have another question, Funky, at all?
I feel like most of my questions have been answered at one point or another.
Yeah. Like I got like 3 that haven't. I'm sitting on.
Okay.
I think the only one that I have that hasn't been totally answered is as far as the future of this project outside of, you know, these writing groups, how we're gonna put on these like shows or the monologues, or you know, the people get the actual performances.
I have a good question for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have, I'm kind of seeking help from obviously you guys and you know, from Inclusive Theater. They've generously donated their for legal reasons, their counsel, for legal reasons, because I don't know if ASI is gonna watch this. Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
But I might launch it. Actually, put this stream on that Facebook.
That's a good idea.
So yeah. Well,
or I don't know. Yeah.
I might. We'll see.
You might. Because they might hear me talk like Patrick Mahomes.
Fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
In terms of execution, you know, we have the tools. You know, Inclusive has given us the tools to execute. They're just, you know, I'm just leading the charge. I'm doing everything, but y'all are kind of providing me the tools to be able to host it, to the logistics, the you know, the kind of, you know, okay, here when, how, why, not even the why, when, how, and where. So that's, you know, I'm glad that I have the team, the help that I have, the logistical help that I have, and the wonderful minds, two of which are currently chatting with me, the wonderful minds behind this project, behind this council, behind the logistical movement, behind the graphic design. You know, having all those pieces just helps with the execution, and having those though that just makes it so much easier. And it's very literally very simple. Like, we've got a high school. I'll finally get around to answering your question because I feel like I was kind of weaving in and out of it.
Do you?
Because I like to give context, right? So
Yeah.
so
No, happy
so
contact. Good.
we have that's just what happens when you're a podcaster. Anyway, we have a high school that's basically been like, look, we'll cover you. We got you. Do your show here. It's gotten to a point. It was to a point where if we not received the funding, one of the board members, I think the board members was gonna be like, I got you.
It was actually the principal, our guy, Mr. M.
Yeah, which was like that takes so much trust that like.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Brian. That.
Wait, I didn't even see him.
So cute.
If he wants to, if you want to
There
ask
he
questions,
is.
you can.
Yeah.
If you want to ask
Say
questions,
hi to the podcast.
come on. Hi.
Hello.
If he wants to ask questions, he can.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Open to stream and
He
visitors
has to
too.
go to work.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Gotta close it up.
So
That was fun.
that was
Yeah,
great.
that was cool.
So yeah, having these little ready to go tools is just really nice. So like, have a high school available, have people available who want to do
Yeah.
this, have people available who will make you go from how am I gonna do this solo project that I've been amazingly thrust into, to now going from, oh, this is actually not that bad because I've got some help. I've got quite a bit of help.
And we are here to support you 100%.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's
project. I am so excited about it. I
yeah.
think it's really good that we're doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some hiccups, but I'm glad that
yeah, but
Yeah, it's a good preview for it right here to get us
Yeah.
ready for it. Because like this, we haven't done any. Well, we don't have a lot of meeting stuff. We didn't have any writing groups yet. This is going to start next week,
Yeah.
so it's a good way to get us ready for it. Really,
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we did this before then.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did it like next week or whatever, we'd have some stuff to talk about that we did. But like,
Yeah.
I just thought of it now. Like maybe when the project's over, we can have a reflection episode, see
right.
what we learned.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Like to see how we all, like, our whole experience with it. It just came to me right now. I think that's a good idea.
Got
Mhm.
my DMV appointment scheduled. Yuck. Oh,
Oh, man, those were
that
not good.
sucks.
DMV
Yeah.
is slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Um,
go to one myself. My ID has been expired for a
Yeah.
minute.
yeah, same.
I've been
so-
using
Me
my
too.
passport card.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. I always use my passport. Yeah.
um,
My
yeah.
passport photo does not look anything like me. I showed it off like a month ago. It was pretty funny. It didn't even look like me at all.
That's
Great.
fine.
10,000 channel points if you want to see it.
Oh my god, right? All right.
I'll show it on stream.
So, what's next?
I got a good one. Who is somebody you'd like to have on the project as an actor, like selling their story, or somebody you'd like to have as crew?
Ooh.
Oh, that's
So actually, yeah, answer both. Who's somebody you want as an actor, and who's somebody you want as crew?
So there's somebody I definitely want as stage manager.
Oh, I got an idea. 2 people who I think it is.
Somebody very specific. Like,
Okay.
I can't assign too many those type of roles, which are like executive, like official roles, like director and stuff. Because
Yeah.
all of that has to fall on me, unfortunately, as much as I would like to.
Yeah.
But like,
Danny DeVito.
but like stage manager, Danny DeVito, only correct answer.
Yes.
So
True.
That's right.
actually, I'm gonna tweet Danny DeVito,
Yes.
and we're gonna
you'll
get
love
him. We're gonna get Danny DeVito as our stage manager. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny DeVito, our stage manager.
That would be amazing.
Right. Imagine. So there's one specific
That makes
person.
me. It makes me think of, remember the meme that Steven shared of Danny DeVito of like it was like him was like, so anyway, as I started shooting.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Anyway,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Steven shared that. I thought that was funny one time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Danny DeVito is the answer to the universe, let's be
He
honest.
really is.
Yeah.
That guy. Anyway, back to your
Thing.
your review.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because of how relevant all of this is to the project, I may just wait like a week or so and just put it right on the Facebook page. To be honest, it's because it's important.
Oh, this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. Anyway.
Okay.
So, the person that we spoke about prior to actually starting this podcast. So, possibly.
Oh, you mean the future guest we were talking about?
Yes. Or possibly our stage manager for
Shakespeare.
For Shakespeare.
Yeah, she's a good idea.
Yeah, she would be good.
Yeah,
I think so.
So those are two people I'm scouting just for stage manager for like set design, that type, for like actually good set design. A director. Oh, hi, Joni. Kitty cat. Let's keep Joni for that, because Joni is for the mascot. It's gonna be Joni.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, and you guys, I want to add you guys in some variety. I just see
ready to help in any way.
I just don't know what like officially I'll do, like whether stage design, whether it being like cause like I can't give out like assistant director and director role.
Yeah.
Like that's like my hands are tied.
Pretty much, and like it's all like monologues too, you know.
Right. So maybe
like, I mean,
maybe like you guys could be like almost like acting coaches.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like I was thinking that, like people like help people like when they're like writing it. I mean, like when they're help them when like they're about to like perform it. You mean like kind of?
Yeah. So like just
like read it along with them. Yeah.
Teaching them stage etiquette, basically.
Okay. All right. That works.
I feel like we will all help in different ways, but like I'm just trying to, because you asked that question, I'm like trying to pin down who could do potentially what, you know.
Yeah.
All right. That's my answer. It was so long-winded, but
what about as a person you want to have as an actor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, for the people that can't make it physically or on Zoom, because I will try to have that facility for people to deliver their monologues from Zoom.
Yeah.
I'll try to set that up. I want to try to have somebody that we know in our circle, whether it be you know, is the stage manager, whether it be you guys, whether it be just people that we know, you know, because we're not, it's gonna be so hard to find a Pakistani actor.
That's true. I mean, that's true.
I mean, and I can't do it because I'm gonna write my own monologue. I'm gonna start it on that. I'm gonna use all of the writing groups, and I'm gonna write my own monologue. So I can't do somebody else's monologue while I'm doing my own monologue.
Yeah.
You know. So it's just using people who are close to us. So like, I might assign like couple of people to you guys to like reach out, couple to Amy, couple to Jess, couple to you, you know, just to reach out to them to be like, hey, in case this happens, would you be able to step in? I would prefer it for them to be like people from the crew.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is.
All right.
Yeah. So that's my answer. Try to get people in our circle.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good way to do it. Like people you're familiar with, not it's easier to, because we know them. It's easier to reach out and stuff, and it might be hard to get the people you want.
Right.
The specific people you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know what that's like. We tried that before.
Right.
and it doesn't always work.
It does. Sometimes it's a disaster. Sometimes it works great, but I'm not willing to take that hit or miss chance.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more important than
Right.
past experience. Yeah.
The way I would do is if somebody had to step in, I would have them talk to the actual person to kind of get their perspective, to be like, hey, what's the context? That type of thing.
Okay.
All right. That's my answer to that.
Yeah, it's a good question. I almost forgot about that one. I almost didn't answer it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
So, did you have any more, Sarah? I mean, Funky. Sorry.
Honestly, I feel like all of the questions that I did have
Okay.
already.
All right, I got 3 good ones. There's one I want to save for the end. So how's it been so far working on this project?
It's great. Some of the things have been stressful, just missing the dates because we haven't been able to receive the funds on time because I've been traveling.
Oh yeah.
And all that, and that just causes like stress. That's just it just causes you to be like, look, I want this thing to happen on time. I want this to work, and it just doesn't happen sometimes. However, what's nice is just having everybody's support, having everybody such dedicated, hardworking, my best friends working by my side, and a whole theater company being like, tell us what to do.
Yeah.
We are with you. A whole professional theater company being like, you can use our resources. And them literally putting on their Facebook page that, hey, look, one of our members got this thing.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So it's very exciting, and I'm very excited for what the future holds. And to get a crew together, to have Punky, I have a favor.
Yeah.
So the stage manager we had for Shakespeare.
You know who we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you reach out to them and see if they'll come to the first writing group? I want to get them in as soon as possible.
Well, she's been through something really badly.
Okay, well.
Oh, again? Okay.
The loss of a family member.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's
true.
I forgot.
Good idea. Yeah.
I
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing I was thinking is, like I actually said this myself. I'd say like see what Amy thinks about getting her as a stage manager.
You know what? Fair
first,
enough.
Get her approval.
Fair enough. So we'll continue that conversation at a different time. But yeah, so yeah, it's good. It's really good. My experience so far. Yeah. I'm really excited. Really excited to be doing this.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far.
Yeah.
So, would you ever? Is it in the future? Would you ever want to do something like this again, like something similar?
Yeah, that's an easy answer. Yeah, and like I said earlier, if it keeps happening over and over again, if the demand is there, I might just have to launch Heartland Theater, which is the name of the company that I'm gonna launch. I might just have to launch Heartland Theater to do this exact kind of to allow people who don't have a voice, not just Pakistanis, but like to allow people who don't necessarily have a voice to let them have that voice.
Yeah, like I want to say, I know Inclusive mentioned this a bunch of times, but like that's how they came together, because they were a writing group at first, and then like look where they are now. I mean, this could be us in the future at some point, possibly.
Could be.
Yeah.
And really could be.
Yeah, and like so then last question. This is my last question right here. This is one you might know this one. I ask it a lot. Where do you see yourself in 5 years after this project is done?
See, I asked this question many times to everybody, and now when I'm on the spot, I don't know how to answer it.
I mean, you kind of did right there. Like, like you want to launch Heartland if this is a big turnaround from this.
So
you know?
I wanna say before I continue, I can hear myself from somebody.
That's from my phone because I had it right here.
Okay.
I had the stream open. I'll put it over there.
Yeah. So, dang, what a question. I never
Yeah,
know how to answer
good way to
it.
end it.
Probably see Ava to production.
Okay, good one.
Perform at least one show at Shay's
Okay,
as an actor. Do Phantom of the Opera. Finish college.
yeah.
Finally drive, because
Oh, that's a good one.
that's a good one. And yeah, I can't think of anything right now. I feel like I'm a little bit
Here,
on the spot.
I got one for you.
Ooh, grow on Twitch.
Okay, that's a good one. I got one for you though.
Yeah.
Do a show under the ART.
What?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Do a show under ART with them. I mean, not at their theater like the last show. Like actually do a legit ART production.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We are really close to that. We are.
I think so.
Really close to that.
All we need is just an audition date, and then we'll go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, I think we'll get it too, based upon the relationships and the rapport that we've built with the company's owner.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's really cool with us. I think it's possible.
It is, definitely is. All right.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Is that
That's
it?
all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. I have only 10 questions,
Yeah.
and like couple of them were answered already. So yeah, a lot of them were answered already.
We're
So
answered already. I think we've had
Yeah,
a
me
lot of
too.
questions.
I
Yeah.
think we did. Yeah, and they just got answered over time. So I think we pretty much got everything done.
So this episode, because I have to upload it multiple places, I'll try to do it on Tuesday, rock it out on everything. But to the people listening on Spotify, thank you for listening to my Sunday perspective, which is so weird to say.
Yeah.
And people on Facebook, hey, I guess if you're watching this, hopefully I'll see you at the writing group,
Yeah.
which is
In 1 week.
in 1 week, which
From
as
today.
of the upload, probably like 4 days away from the
Yeah.
upload.
Right. It's coming up fast.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see all of you guys there, hear your stories. And yeah, you know where to find me in terms of email. If you have any questions, even after watching this and listening to this. But yes, guys, thank you for having me.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is so
it's been a
weird
good
to
episode.
say.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's so weird to say, but thank you for having me. It was great.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's been good. And next time, a couple weeks, we're looking to have another friend of ours. Dragon reached out today, an actor friend of ours. We're looking to get them possibly
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
for our next episode.
on the 19th, that episode is confirmed. At
Okay,
ni-
so
at
it's the
9
19th. Okay.
The 19th at 9 p.m. That episode
All
is
right.
confirmed. I will not do any official press releases just yet. Probably like
Yeah,
a
well-
week later.
We'll wait on that till it gets
Yeah.
closer
Yeah.
in case anything comes up.
Right. Cool.
So that'll be a fun episode.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's all we got for now.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great episode.
yeah, I'd say so.
Cool. Who's doing the sign off?
I don't remember how it goes.
Okay, I'll
All
do
right.
it. I'll do it.
As they say in Italy.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out.
What?
My name is Teledrius. No, I'm just- we had. Thank you to my wonderful hosts, Punky and Telly, who were hosting me. Say it loud and proud, because nobody on Spotify heard that.
Good night, everybody.
There we go.
Good night, everybody.
But yes, guys, everybody be safe. Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
And we
We
will see you
See you
next time.
next time.
Good night, everybody.
and
Good night.
everyone.